Good evening, good afternoon. Thank you for joining us for the presentation of the Eddie Robinson Coach of the Year Award as selected by the Football Writers Association of America. I'm Steve Richardson, FWA Executive Director, and I would like to begin by thanking the presenting sponsor, the All-State Sugar Bowl, now in its 7th year of support. Coach Robinson is a legend here in Louisiana and in New Orleans, where his Tigers and quarterback Doug Williams played the first college game at the Louisiana Superdome against Alcorn State in 1975. And to this day, the current day Tigers play in the Bayou Classic against Southern. A special thank you goes to the Sugar Bowl Committee, including Committee President Ralph Capitelli. Ralph?
Thank you very much, Tiger. And thanks to all of you for joining us this evening, especially Coach Chadwell. It's been quite a year for everyone, and we appreciate you taking time from your media day obligations to join us. I'd also like to thank the Sun Belt Conference, our neighbors in the Superdome, for working with us to provide this opportunity to congratulate Coach Chadwell in person. Later in the program, Tiger will get into the full details of Coach Chadwell's success this year, but I wanted to personally say congratulations on behalf of the Sugar Bowl. What a great year for Coastal Carolina. You put a relatively young football team on the national map. We're really looking forward to seeing the Chanticleers back in action this fall. I'd also like to welcome Eddie Robinson IV, the great-grandson of this award's namesake, and thank the football writers who select the recipient of this award each year. The members of the Sugar Bowl Committee are proud of the role the organization has played for college football over the decades. In our 87-year history, the All-State Sugar Bowl has hosted 28 national champions, as well as 99 Hall of Fame players, 51 Hall of Fame coaches, and 19 Heisman Trophy winners. We're also honored to be part of the college football playoff, which included the Sugar Bowl Committee serving as the driving force behind bringing the CFP championship to New Orleans in 2020. We have also hosted 3 playoff semifinals, the most recent being just this last January. The Bowl's involvement in college football at its highest level has allowed us to invest over $1.6 million in our community on an annual basis by sponsoring a wide range of events. These events, paired with the annual football game, have resulted in an economic impact of over $2.5 billion for New Orleans and Louisiana over the last decade. Once again, thank you to everyone here tonight, and thanks to the Football Writers Association and the Eddie Robinson family for allowing us to partner with them in presenting Coach Chadwell with this prestigious award. Thank you.
Thank you, Ralph. I would also like to introduce some special guests who are joining us. Of course, Sugar Bowl CEO Jeff Hundley is here. Coastal Carolina coach Jamey Chadwell, who will be honored. Eddie Robinson IV, on behalf of his great-grandfather, for whom the award is named. And other people to be recognized here are other members of the Sugar Bowl Committee, Keith Gill, Sun Belt Conference Commissioner, and Matt Hogue, the Coastal Carolina Athletic Director. We also have several FWA members in attendance, and I appreciate your attendance as well. Of course, I couldn't do this without John Sudsbury, and he tells me never to mention his name, but I'm going to, just to bust his chops. Okay, the FWA has chosen the Coach of the Year since the 1957 football season, and since 1997, the FWAA and Eddie Robinson and his family have partnered in presenting this prestigious award in coaching excellence. During his historic 55-year coaching career, Coach Robinson amassed 408 wins, all at Grambling State University, making him the second winningest Division I coach in college football history. He He went into the College Football Hall of Fame in 1997. Coach Rob won more than 70% of his games, 17 SWAC titles, and 9 black college football national championships until his retirement following the 1997 season. He passed away in 2007 at the age of 88. 3 years later, the Eddie Robinson Museum was opened at the Grambling State University campus. A coveted copy of the bust being presented to Coach Chadwell this evening is also one of only a handful of prestigious trophies physically featured in the National Football Foundation College Football Hall of Fame in Atlanta. Eddie Robinson was not only a great coach, he was a developer of young men. He believed in the American dream, that everybody had a chance in this country regardless of his or her background. To that end, Coach Rob served as an inspiration not only to his players, but to those who observed his coaching and conduct. As far back as 1966, the FWA named him as the coach who had made the biggest contribution to college football in the past 25 years. From the beginning, the FWA Coach of the Year Award has celebrated the most acclaimed and influential coaches in college football. Among those are a host of college football Hall of Famers, or soon-to-be Hall of Famers: Woody Hayes of Ohio State, Darrell Royal of Texas, John McKay of USC, Bob Devaney of Nebraska, Vince Dooley of Georgia, Lou Holtz of Notre Dame and Arkansas, Nick Saban of LSU and Alabama, Urban Meyer at Utah, and many others. Thanks to all of them for their hard work and dedication to the game of college football over the years and to the development of the sport. The 9 finalists for this year's award were nominated internally and placed on a ballot for a vote by the entire FWAA membership after the conference championship games. The other 8 finalists besides Coach Chadwell were Tom Allen, Indiana; Brent Brennan, San Jose State; Matt Campbell, Iowa State; Carl Durrell, Colorado; Luke Fickle, Cincinnati; Nick Saban, Alabama; Kalani Sitake, BYU; and Dabo Sweeney, Clemson. And now I would like to welcome Eddie Robinson IV. This is his maiden voyage into this, giving little speeches here, to the podium, and he will talk about his great-grandfather.
Good evening, and giving all honor to God, our Father, I would like to thank the All-State Sugar Bowl for continuing to present the Eddie Robinson Award. I want to also thank the Football Writers Association of America for naming this award for my great-grandfather. My father, Eddie Robinson III, also sends his best wishes to everyone as he could not make it because of a work assignment. Also, this is my debut doing this. You know, it's good to start early, keep the legacy going. I'm very excited to do this, actually, because I always watch my father do this every year. Coach Jamey Chadwell of Coastal Carolina University, we are here to present you with the 2020 Eddie Robinson Award for Coach of the Year. Coach Chadwell is a first-time winner of the Eddie Robinson Award, as I am the first time giving this speech, and the first coach from the Sun Belt Conference to win the honor. Congratulations from the Eddie Robinson family for your accomplishment. Thank you so much, and thank you all for having me here.
I do want to add that Terry Bowden is here, and he did win our coaching award in 1993, is that correct? I believe. It was then called the Bear Bryant Coach of the Year. So he, you know, Eddie came, and our namesake, we started in 97, but this was before I took over this. But Bear Bryant, he did, but I just wanted to acknowledge him and not leave him out because he didn't think we appreciate him as well. And now about Coastal Carolina and Coach Chadwell. Coach Chadwell first called the nation's attention when Coastal Carolina picked to finish last in the SBC's East Division, took a 28-3 lead to halftime of the season opener at Kansas. Coastal Carolina eventually won 38-23. After a victory over Campbell, Coastal Carolina posted a runaway win over Arkansas State before a notable win at two-time West Division champion and nationally ranked Louisiana. Then came number 8, BYU, scheduled at the last minute to replace the canceled Liberty game. And once again, the country's attention turned to Conway in a rare late-season meeting between the top 3 ranked group of 5 schools. The game drew one of the day's largest television ratings as Coastal won, tackling a BYU receiver at the 1-yard line as time expired. I don't know how many people saw that game, but it was quite thrilling, and obviously it was really an exciting game. In 2020, Chadwell was in only his 2nd season as head coach at Coastal Carolina. He took over as an interim coach in the 2017 season, and then was named the full-time head coach eventually before the 2019 season. And so, he really, was a guy that did this right out of the chute. We have a award that we do as a first-year coach type guy. Now, I don't know how you would have classified him in the year he was, because there were so many interims and all these things, but to be able to play at that level through all of this certainly was inspiring and very well deserved. So we welcome Coach Chadwell to come up and accept certainly
It certainly is an honor to be here. I want to first thank Jeff and Ralph and the All-State Sugar Bowl Committee for this tremendous honor. Appreciate Steve and the Football Writers Association. Eddie, you did a great job there. It was awesome. This award means a lot to what your great-grandfather was about. Appreciate the Sunbelt coaches being here and representing. I think it's because they got free beer back there. Keith Gill, our commissioner of the Sunbelt, doing a great job. I appreciate you being here on behalf of Matt Hogue, our athletic director, and our players and staff at Coastal Carolina. I think when you play this great sport, when you coach it, sometimes you get on the dream of having the season that our players had. And through all the ups and downs that COVID threw at us, it was a tremendous season in a lot of ways. But most importantly, just because of the opportunity that was given, not only us but our league, to have the opportunity to showcase what it's about, to go out there and perform at a high level each week, and to be able to showcase Sunbelt football and Coastal Carolina football was a tremendous honor. My father was a high school football coach in a small town in Tennessee, and I know the power that coaches have and influence. And it gives me great pleasure to not only earn this opportunity to have this award, but to share it with someone like Coach Robinson, who not only had an unbelievable legacy on the field, but most importantly, the legacy that he left off of it. And I can only hope that when my time's said and done, that I can have half the impact that he did on his players and what he meant to college football, most importantly, what he meant to men that he had the fortune to coach. From the bottom of my heart, thank you very much. I was sharing with somebody earlier that you don't get a lot of these awards, obviously, a lot. And I didn't get the banquet circuit, so this was one that I was very thankful to be a part of. And of all the great names and the people that shared, I'm tremendously honored for that. And thank you again, and God bless you.
yeah, you can start. Take a picture.
Close sound.